Hey, welcome to the show. In our first segment today, we're going to head over to Ballpark Village to check out the scene and the raucous celebration that ensued when the STL was named host city to kick off the journey to the 2018 World Cup in Russia.
We're here today to announce that the first step of the U.S. men's national team journey towards the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia begins right here in St. Louis. The first World Cup qualifier in the semifinal round will be at Busch Stadium Friday, November 13th.
The opponent will either be St. Vincent and the Grenadines or Aruba. We don't really care who it is in St. Louis. It's the USA that we'll be cheering for that day.
A festive crowd came out to Ballpark Village to celebrate Men's World Cup, along with civic leaders, hosted by the St. Louis Cardinals.
And over the last few years, Busch Stadium has hosted 3 soccer matches, 2 international soccer friendly matches in 2013, and of course the U.S. women's match versus New Zealand in April. And that one was pretty good luck for the women's team, so I think the one here is going to be good luck for the men's team as well.
St. Louis and Tim Ream played NCAA soccer at St. Louis University and is a member of the men's national team.
I'm proud that St. Louisans will be able to see a national team game that means something in their backyard.
This is nation against nation. This is the world's largest sporting event by a huge margin. Nothing else comes remotely close to it. It's held once every 4 years. And you are granted the opportunity to put your city back on that map by having the first home qualifier for 2018. This is a win-win in every capacity.
It brings to all the soccer fans in the St. Louis area and around the Midwest something to be very, very excited about. And it is also a demonstration that St. Louis is stepping up and letting the world know that this is a soccer town.
Mayor Slay is a lifetime soccer fan, and the game holds a special place in his heart.
I met my wife at a soccer game, and I took her on our first date to a soccer game at Busch Stadium, where the Stars were playing the Miami Toros.
Pat McBride scored a goal in that match, and today he, along with other former members of the U.S. national team, Steve Petcher, Ty Keogh, and former Herman Award winner and captain of the U.S. World Cup team, Al Trost, were honored, along with current Team Cup members, Tim Ream, and World Cup champion Lori Kolupny, all of whom are from St. Louis.
It appeals to both sexes. I mean, the boys and girls, the numbers of kids that are playing, it's astronomical if you would compare those numbers to other sports.
Lori Kolupny played at Nearings High School here in St. Louis and loved the way Busch Stadium played during a women's game last April.
The way that Busch Stadium is laid out, it creates, it's just awesome. It's just an awesome atmosphere to be playing in. We pulled up here, I mean, I'm not exaggerating, everybody had their headphones off, everybody's looking around, look at how many people are coming. I mean, because we're coming right off the highway, so you could kind of see for distances, you know, and it was every parking lot, everywhere there were just crowds and crowds of fans out, you know, getting ready for the game. And I remember, I mean, that was the first time I've seen the team kind of like taken back, you know, like this is pretty special. This is really neat. Yeah, so it was cool.
How in the world do the officials in St. Louis and Busch Stadium with the Cardinals find a way to bring World Cup soccer to Busch Stadium?
Well, I think the United States Soccer Federation, I think, has realized that St. Louis can draw for these big events. You know, we've proved it in the past now with the various international games that we've had, the friendlies that we've had, the women's team drawing, you know, almost 40,000. You know, so I think we've proved that we can draw here in St. Louis.
They just put a really compelling proposal together and made it easy to embrace, quite frankly.
So people from around the country, they're accepting and embracing the fact that St. Louis is a hotbed for soccer, both men and women's.
Absolutely, no question. I mean, I think many people know that, but I think bringing the game here will reinforce that again.
But will this game put St. Louis on the fast track for an MLS team?
That's the biggest question I'm getting everywhere I go is when do you think St. Louis is going to have a team? And you know, I think this game, you know, in November is going to go a long way to deciding whether or not we you know, we take that next step and are in that final list to get that next MLS team.
The one immense roadblock is $100 to $110 million expansion fee. There is not an investor, owner, operator that we know of yet. However, with all these things coming together, these past games being tremendously attended, a World Cup qualifier coming up now, if you don't see St. Louis as a viable alternative to join this league, I really don't think you're paying attention.
This is Lori Kolupny. Keep watching Inside Sports with Todd Blackstock.